Good day, guys. Welcome to Langrisser 3.0. This is your host, Kami here. Today we will be going through not on news from the future, but more of a rumored news that is being shared from my CN Guild members, and that is actually the long anticipated Overlord Matthew or Dark Lord Matthew, or some may call it the Emo Matthew. Okay, but first, before we go on ahead, just gonna show you guys the Echo of Light skin for Shielder and Walnut before we get to the main topic. So this will be the Echo of Light skin for Shielder. The nickname will be the Mad Flower of the gang. So if you guys is a fan of this thick lady here, you might wanna snapshot the pictures right now. Gonna zoom in for you guys a bit. Okay, so she's actually holding off big chainsaws, but I don't think the chainsaw is as big as her Jigglypuff. Okay, personal wise, I would pick her over any of the things around there. So yeah, sexy lady. And next off will be Walnut. Deadly Hitman of the Gang skin, I guess that's how you translate. So yep, there's Walnut riding on his transformable bike and holding on to his Gatling weapon. I got to say, the design features are amazing. It'll be good to see someone maybe doing a good cosplay of this character. I would say his looks and features is kind of nice, and at least he looks like a good guy. But I got to say, looking at this two artwork, it actually kind of remind me. It actually have some similarity with the October anime, Akudama, especially for Walnut. He actually looks like the male leading character who is actually riding on the bike, trying to rampage around city. At least that's what I saw on the trailer. So correct me if I'm wrong or share your thoughts. And up right next, we will be going on the actual topic, and it is none other than, yes, this is our just going to be based on translation. I hope I won't get flagged on anything, because well, we know in global they have problem with colors, but well, I'm just going to do my job. So we'll be featuring, the name stated here is called Black Matthew, also known as Black Mashu or Kuro Mashu in the Japanese term. So yep, so apparently the SP mode for Matthew, so apparently it's quite okay. I will say this is actually more of a rumor, since it's not directly shared on the official Langrisser database yet. So until then, I will say this as a rumor. So apparently, according to the rumor, Black or Mashu, he will be obtaining his heart of another self through the story itself. And for him, it will not be heart of another self, but it's gonna be called gonna say our Chinese word first is 魔我之心, and if I have to directly translate it, it's gonna be heart of demonic self, or maybe in Japanese it's gonna be most likely pronounced as Maga no Kokoro. So yep. And moving on to his talent. So first off, with his talent, so the first off paragraph will be his talent, black colored whale, or if you're gonna be sounds more cooler, it's gonna be black whale or whale of the darkness. And apparently his talent is gonna make 1.6 times of his defense, convert 1.6 times of his defense to attack. and his units, which is the heroes and his soldiers, will not be affected by the how do I say, the troops countering, the troops counter. So yep, they are not affected by the usual infantry affected by lancers affected by infantry, and cavalry affected by lancers. So yep, basically this part of the talent is from Listel. So yep, and then this will be the first two effect. So moving on to this third effect, okay, thank God it's more straightforward than any other character. So okay, apparently his third effect is for every characters that die, or for every character's death, will increase his stats aside from his HP by 10% permanently to a maximum of 30%. So yep, so this will be the third effect. And fourth, if there is two or more characters who die, Matthew will enter to this Makacho die, which is known as the demonic state. Okay, in this state, his unit's range will be increased by 1. Then, before battle, before actively, oh no, sorry, it's just as long as battle. So before battle with an enemy, he will remove a buff from the enemy, and then give them a random buff, a debuff, a random debuff on them. Sorry, okay, I got to rephrase and repeat myself. So first effect, convert 1.6 times of his defense to attack, and he will negate the troops counter effect. So basically they are immune to all the scissors paper stones counter effect. Then third, for every characters who died, increase his stats permanently by 10% aside from HP to a maximum of 30%. Then fourth, when two or more characters died, he will enter this demonic state, which will provide him with the fifth effect, increase all units for himself, for his unit, range by 1. And 6, before battle, before entering battle, remove a buff from the enemy. And 7, provide a debuff for the enemy. Okay, so this will be his talent. Then moving on to two of his new skills. So again, the first will be okay, it's a 1C skill. So yep, I have to roughly translate. Hey, Tong Shui is gonna be Darkness Ruler or Dark Ruler or Ruler of the Dark. I guess Darkness Ruler sounds cooler, or Darkness Commander. I think in this case I'll go with Ruler. So yep. Okay, so it's a 1C skill, it's a passive. So he will reduce enemy who are near him within 2 squares or tiles of their stats by 10% aside from HP. So basically, if any enemy is standing 1 to 2 squares or tiles near Matthew, they'll have all their attack, defense, critical, except for HP, everything reduced by 10%. So in other words, they will reduce all their things to a maximum of 90%. Okay, then moving on to the second skill is his 2C skill is gonna be known as the Black Fortress, or Black Color Fortress, or Dark Fortress if it's gonna go to the global. Okay, it's a 2C skill, so it has two effects. So it's a passive and an active. So passive will take in damage or attack for your take in attack for any ally beside him. So okay, second, it will be a command skill. So any ally who are 2 square or tiles beside him, they will be provided with this command buff to increase their damage. The ally units will have their damage increased by 15% and then have their defense increased by 20%. Okay, 3 facts here. So okay, and we are still not complete. So okay, the fourth is actually the active skill. So when you cast this skill, will increase the protection level to 2 square or tiles, and then you will get an additional of 15% damage reduction, and his command skill will actually increase to 3 squares or tiles, then provide another buff to all enemy who are 2 squares or tiles beside him. They will be unable to receive buff, and this lasts for a turn. So okay, you got to count. First effect, blocking attacks for allies. Second, it's a command like Langrisser, increase ally damage by 15%, increase their damage, and increase their defense by 20%. 3 effects. So fourth effect, when you activate, is gonna be a protection for a guard range to, instead of 1 squares or tiles, become 2 squares of tile. Then fifth effect, increase damage by 15%, and 6, increase his command skill to 3 squares or tiles. And 7, any enemy who are 2 squares or tiles near him when he casts the skills, I suppose, they will not be able to receive buff for that turn, and it lasts for a turn. So okay, a total of 7 skills. So okay, a quick description. So apparently SP Matthew is actually a tank, so yup, like father like son and like mother like child. So he kind of gained effects from both parties, and with a bit of something new himself. And yup, he's gonna be the one and only main leading buffer and also a tanker. So he's both a main leading buffer and tanker for his faction. So it sounds cool and great, but I got to say, this is just my speculations. It's kind of weird that okay, his talent is cool and strong, but now the thing is, he's gonna be a tanker, so he'll be protecting his ally. But in order for players to fully utilize him, your ally characters have to die first. So and not to mention, 2 of them have to die. And I keep emphasis on characters instead of allies, because the word that are being used here is in Chinese word is called 角色. It actually really means the characters or the heroes instead of 友军, which is ally. So I guess we can't do a quick span combo with Akaya. And of course, through speculations, maybe this can work with his 3C skill, summon his 3C and then let it died, and then he will gain this 10% automatically. I don't know if this will work or if this 3C summon will not be considered an actual character. Who knows? Maybe you can write down your suggestion or comment in the comment sections below. And the other thing is, after changing to SP mode, I really don't understand how his 3C actually works. So if he becomes his SP mode, the 3C characters that he summoned, will the talent be the original Matthew, or will be his the same as this Overlord Matthew? If it is, then I think it's kind of cool and great. So you get double talent, I guess. No, not really. Okay, apparently the 3C, if they are gaining back the same skill, attack, command, sword dance, apparently they are not gonna help or stack with Matthew because he's using defense for attack. So I'm not sure how will the synergies be like, but of course the second part of his talent is the demonic state with two of his allied passing on. He will increase the unit's range will increase by 1, and not to mention that remove buff from enemy and gave a debuff. That is pretty cool and strong, but I hope that maybe this still considered rumor and they will do some update about it, 2 instead of 2, maybe 1, since apparently in the game right now, the 2.0 the 3.0 video featuring in the anniversary, well, spoilers ahead, the one who actually died is just Zerida, so why not? But then again, I guess he'll be able to be playing more role in PvP, and well, I gotta say, more synergy with other characters who can provide with defense and magical defense up. So it's gonna make him stronger, buff, but I think it's still kind of contradicting for him as a tanker with the ability to need characters to die, and not to mention it's 2 and above. So yep, it's kind of weird as of now, but of course this is just all my speculations. Do leave your thoughts or ideas in the comment sections below. And yep, we have come to the end, but before that, last but not least, I hoping SP Matthew is actually not gonna be just like his heroic state, is infantry hero mode, just able to walk 3 movement. I hope he's gonna at least get a 4. Yep, if not, we will need to I will need to replay all my enchantments. So yep. Okay, so we have officially come to the end, so hope you guys like and subscribe, and this is Kami signing off, and goodbye.